Hi everyone, this is a quick video just to update you for the end of our semester duties, obligations, and responsibilities. That means we're at the end of the line, truly. I am speaking directly to my Zoom classes. Zoom classes were created to create a cohort online, and we would meet every other week and sometimes a little bit more to connect to each other and to present our presentations. I know for some of you this did not work out, and I'm sure you weren't planning on it not working out. The deadline for withdrawal was November 15th. If you're listening to this, this date has passed. So what can I do to help you so you can get some credit and you don't fail this class? Because some of you are quite behind and others just missed one presentation, which would be 10%. So it's not the end of the world. But you want to get the best grade you can. And I know some of you have worked on your presentations and you just, through happenstance and circumstance, you just didn't get to do them on Zoom. And I know that that is very disappointing. All right, I'm going to turn this around. Hopefully this works. And go into our toolbox. Our toolbox is always right in the beginning, the course syllabus. And where it says calendar and syllabus, this is where you should be looking. So you can figure out this class, what you need to do. This class has not changed. It has stayed true to its initial intention from the very beginning. Nothing has changed on this calendar. So as you look through, you can see which speeches were due, which days, etc. Well, we're beyond that now. But if you want to know what you're missing, you check your own notes. You should know what speeches you've done. You're the one doing all the work. So, all right, now, so look what I did. I just had to go back. This is where I just am not good at this. But here we go. I persevere as you persevered. Go to the syllabus. Where are the speeches that we need to do? Check every folder for the weekly discussion boards, and then you know when you're going to have to do here was Maya Angelou. Don't you love her? And what she said, when you know better when you do better, and that's so true. That's why education is so critical. But here we are. Here are the speeches that you need to have done. The introduction, in the news, informative, persuasive, personal experience, brief opinion, and the final word, which is the free choice. All 10% except for 5% on the introduction. Make sure you've done those. If you haven't finished everything and you know, I haven't done the speeches, that's a huge part of your grade. You'll notice here that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55% are presentations, and the rest are discussion boards and journals. So with that in mind, you have to understand that the most important effort you're going to put into your class are those presentations, and then 15% for the finals. So you have 20 for the discussion, 10 for the journals. I have found from being a student that the most important thing for me is to take control of my learning and take control of my grade. And this is where you need to take control. So you know if you've done your introduction, you know if you've done your informative, because you've been the genius behind it. So you catch up. Now, if you still have these to do, and we have no more Zooms, our last Zoom was for some is today, and for others it was yesterday, last one, that was a makeup one. Go over to the end of our folder system where the final exam is. Here it is. And I have the final exam, which you can read about, and you have two choices, either oral exam or written exam. And down the bottom, I have put up another voice thread just to catch any of those presentations from the introduction to the final word. And you click on it and you go launch here. And here is the directions. Now I'm going to go into student view to show you what it's going to look like for you, because what it looks like for me doesn't really matter. I'm going to have to go from the beginning, aren't I? See? And yeah, I persevere. You know, this online, I've been doing online really since like 2010, and I still do these click clacks. It's not in my nature. So go back to the bottom here where the final exam is, go back here. So I'm going to go into student view. Where is my student view? Oh man, you think life is hard and then it gets funny. I do crack myself up, but I can always come back because I take my work seriously. All right, here we go here. So when you go down here, you're going to see here, anything that you've missed, put it up, put it up. And I do YouTube videos, and I would just have a URL to post. And here where it says Start Assignment, you're going to follow what this says, Start Assignment. Pick which way you want to upload the video into VoiceThread. I would pick a URL. I would plunk some URL right there. I don't even know what this is. I'm just going to put it in there for an example. I don't know what it is. All right, what about this URL? All right, right there. I'll put that one in. I'll put title, my contribution to the class. And you would put whatever the category was. Is this your introduction? Is this your in the news? Is this your final word? And then click this save button here. And then the most important thing is the success. You've done it. And then it's over here where you have your video over here. And no one will see this but me, because this is not going to be for the whole class to see. This is just for me. And then press submit. And then it'll be submitted. And then you'll be all set. You have successfully submitted the assignment. You are done. So this is not too hard to do. The reason I put this up here, and I know it's not really fair to all the Zoom students who've come every Zoom class, but I will look at the totality of your work. You know, obviously the students who followed the plan from the beginning, they're going to get the highest grades, and there will be some deduction because of the lateness of your work. But better to have that than to have nothing. I don't want anyone failing this class. I don't want anyone getting a D. And I don't even want anyone getting a C. So we're reaching for the Bs. Can you get a B? Can you get your presentations in there? Save the credits. Unless you want to take this class again. Do you want to take this class again? Oh, man. You know, and I know my email system is a mess. What I've done, trying to be like logical, is that all the students I see on Zoom, their emails go into a different folder as I see you on Zoom. And I think I connect enough that we don't have issues or problems, right? But the students who are asynchronous, they need to get to me immediately because they never see me, right? But what's happened, I think, with my cleverness, and you can see how unclever I am on technology, I have put you into an archive or something. So every so often I'll see an email from a student saying, did you get my other 10 emails? I'm like, oh, no. But I always think I'm going to see you on Zoom. So this is a way for you to get credit. Try to reach for the B, right? Try to reach for the B and put in your presentations. And I will enjoy them. And they are valuable. Every person in this class who signs up for one of my classes is valuable. This semester, I'm lucky to have 177 students. So imagine every week just managing that, right? But I can do it. By December 17th, everything stops. Our grades are over. And then I have 3 days to get the grades in. So I really just come into lockdown in my office. Nobody talks to me. I just work on every single student. So when students ask me to look into their folders or files, like what did I miss? Like, that's not my job, that's your job. So look at the syllabi, look at the calendar, make sure you go weekly. Did you do every discussion board? Did you do all the journals? There were only 4 journals. I don't even know how many discussion boards, more than a dozen. Make sure you've done them to get that 10%, that 15%. Everything is a percentage. And if you find you didn't do the journals, I think they were either 10 or 15%. Just say, well, I didn't do them. I didn't do them. You know, it's sometimes we're not going to be perfect. I hope beyond any of this grade stuff that you've had an experience, a public speaking experience, to practice your oral communication skills, because that's what this was all about. All right, believe it or not, without embarrassment, I'm sending you this video with all the glitches and everything. But it's there for you. It's not too late. The Zooms are over, but it's not too late for you to still contribute and connect. The other students are not going to see those Zooms that go in at the end. I mean, not going to see your videos that go at the end, but that's a safer way of keeping them. I don't know. Good luck on everything. Take your time. Today is December 8th. You have until December 17th. If you take it 1 hour at a time, say for the next hour I'm going to work on this speech, get it in there. You can do it, you know. It's already in you. This is just getting it out. and then work on your math and work on your science and work on your history and work on your personal life and your schoolwork and your children. And I know it's endless. It's endless. I know it is. But I also know you've made a commitment to your education and you can do this. I am glad I've got a chance to meet some of you. Some of you I haven't met as many times, but if you see us in real life, I will be wearing my mask more than likely, but if you hear my voice, I don't think you'll forget my voice. Please say hello and introduce yourself to me, because if you just say hi and walk by, I'll think, well, who is that? You know, was that Matthew? Was that Krish? Was that Cameron? Was that Julia? Like, who was that? Was that Samantha? So please just let me know, because you're all precious and very important. And this too shall pass. This is just one piece of your education. You are going to go on, and you will be successful. This was just a crazy time. You came to school during a deadly pandemic. I give you all the credit and admiration in the world. Happy holidays and happy semester break.